first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets it up past the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Off play action. Owens. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The Saints at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been... He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is Fournette. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because it took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, back to Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they would take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Looking to throw on second down. Owens. He gets this one to Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
There's Chris Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Owens. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And it's 3rd and short.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Owens. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1-2. Defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it?
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. On 4th down, Owens. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Owens. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. These two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago. And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions. It's a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone. Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed? Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Brady to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Owens. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Owens. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Brady. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Owens. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Saints to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get this to about the 38.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. Does the big boy have the juice? 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Owens. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have into their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Complete right side to Otten. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now Brady again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A man who's been busy. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Brady now on first down. Another catch there for Waddle. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Brady got to have this one. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Brady to throw again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's...
And he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, 28 yards. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.